Hello, everyone. Hello, we are live. Let me make sure I am live streaming right now. Hi, everyone. It's Liz again. So we're live here on Annie's regularly scheduled Facebook Live every Friday at noon. So if you're here, say hello so I know I'm actually streaming. It's really exciting to be back, and it's been a couple weeks since I've gone live. So we had a nice little holiday break, and I hope everyone had a great, relaxing holiday. Oh, right, there's Betty and Joanne. Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for I'm sorry, Jean. Hi, Jean. Thank you so much for joining me. Catherine is here and Brenda is here. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be back. I hope everyone is having a happy start to their new year. I can't believe it's 2021, but it is, and I'm glad to be back. So I see that Glynis is here and Gail is here. Hello. Catherine and Brenda. So we are going to have, of course, a tutorial. And I also want to talk about a few of the new crochet things that are happening right now at Annie's, because we've got a lot of exciting new things happening. So we'll talk about that. And if you are watching after, right now we're live, but if you're watching this after and you want to just skip to the tutorial, you can just fast forward me chit-chatting and then watch the tutorial, because we are going to do that. And then Frank says, Happy New Year. Hi, Frank. And there's Fran. Hi, Fran from Minnesota. And Vashali is here. Lynn and Yvonne, Wanda. Hi, Judy from Florida. Thank you so much for joining me. And there's Candy and Lisa. Hello. So I don't know if you know, but we have two new issues out right now. There is the brand new issue of Crochet World. So this one goes every other month. So this is the February issue. We had the December issue. This is the brand new February one that just came out. It's got a lot of fun home things, lots of springy items. So if you're a subscriber, you should already have this one. And if you've made anything out of it, please post it or show it to me, or let me know in the chat, because I want to see what everyone's making. I saw somebody started one of these, this pretty one with the flowers and the granny squares. I love that. So the other one, and Marianne says, hi, welcome back. Hello, welcome back. Thank you. And Lisa from Texas. So the other one is Crochet Magazine. And Marianne said, I just got mine. Did you guys get yours? And let me know if you're a subscriber. If you're not, we're going to put a link in the description. You can subscribe to one or both of these. This one comes out every season, so spring, winter, autumn, summer, and this one comes out every other month. And if you're a subscriber, you get it about 2 weeks early than it would be available in the stores. So that's always fun. Vashili says, Happy New Year to you too, and Happy New Year to everyone. And Cheryl says, hi from northern Canada near Alaska. I bet it's cold. It's cold here. We actually got some snow yesterday in Kentucky, so we're really excited about that because we're used to never having any snow. And Marion says, I'm making a pocket shawl. Those are so trendy right now. I love the pocket shawls. I have to make one. So this is the new issue, and this is probably one of my favorites, this cover design. I love this. It's got a really unique stitch pattern to it. And this one, the Crochet Magazine, if you're a subscriber, you know it's a lot of like real trendy garments and accessories, fashionable kind of stuff, so that's really fun. And this one is mine. This is called the Palermo Tunic. So I'm going to show you how to work that today. That's a small picture, but I'll show you the bigger picture. And let's see, Francis. Hi, Francis. And Sony's here. Diane is here. Jeanette is here. Maria. So let me know, guys. Let me know what you're working on. Doreen is here. Kathy. Since it's been a while, I love to hear what everyone's working on and what they have planned for the new year as far as crochet projects. So before I start showing you how to do the Palermo tunic, I'm going to do a quick tutorial about the stitches, how it's constructed, because it has kind of an interesting, unique construction. I just want to make one more quick announcement because there's something else that I'm really excited about, if I can get my screen to work. So I don't have a color printer, and this, you have to see this in color. So I'm going to show it to you on my computer, if hopefully there's not a glare. This is a brand new class that just came out today. Can you see that without the glare? Isn't that gorgeous? This is one of my favorite new designs. I'm definitely gonna try to squeeze in some time to make this. But this is called the Gothic Rose Afghan, and it's by Ron Strong. It's a brand new class over on Annie's Creative Studio. It just came out today. So it's got this gorgeous sort of stained glass looking colors with the beautiful flowers, and I love the black. I think that just sort of ties everything together. So check this out too, just came out today. And I do believe Ron is gonna do a Facebook Live talking about this too. So you can check him out, and that will be on January 11th, I believe, but we will make an announcement just in case that's the wrong day. So yeah, so many new, fun, exciting, awesome crochet things going on. So I wanted to just, I had so much to tell you guys, so that's why I wanted to do a quick little what's new in the before we do the tutorial. So Mary says, hi here from California. I'm working on the glorious granny blanket in 4 shades of blue and white. It's looking good. Mary, I know you're in the group, so I can't wait to see that that blanket in the group, because I know you're going to show us a picture. Kay is here, Carol is here, Sharon, and Roxanne. Hello, everyone. Roxanne says, gorgeous. I have knit since a young girl, but I can't crochet. And I have crocheted for a while, but I cannot knit. And Francis says, wow, looks like stained glass. Just got my magazine yesterday. Yay. All right, you guys, I'm so happy that everyone's got their magazine. We got our new class starting. Let me move my phone so I can show you what we're working on. And if you have any questions, of course, I'll be checking the chat. So just ask me. And I'm going to show you. Barbara says she's working on a virus blanket for my youngest granddaughter. Made her one already, and she had a meltdown when her parents put it in the washer. Oh, no. So they think a substitute oh, okay. Well, that's good. I guess she loves it. I think people love handmade things, especially kids. My kids love when I make them little hats and things. So this is my pattern. This is called the Palermo Tunic, and it's a kind of an interesting construction. So you can do clothing in a lot of different ways. You can start from the bottom up. You can start from the top down. This one happens to start from one sleeve and then goes across to the next sleeve. So it's worked like this, long ways. And you just make 2 panels that are exactly the same. You start at this sleeve and then you work your way to the edge of the other sleeve. And then you do the same thing for the back panel, and then you just sew those together. So it's super, super easy. Catherine says, good morning from, oops, I lost you, from Calgary. Good morning, Catherine. And Doris, Wanda, Ella, and Janice are here. Hello, everyone. Hello from Ohio. Hi, Joyce. Good to see you. And Keely's from California. Hi, Keely. And Candy says, working on your tunic. Yay, that's so exciting, Candy. I can't wait to see a picture of it. That's awesome, you guys. Yeah, I loved seeing pictures of what people make. We love, love, love to see those. So make sure you post whatever you're working on, and we can share those on the Annie's Facebook pages. Hey, there are my friends over at Plymouth Yarn Company. Hello, good to see you. And Susan's here from Delaware. Hi, Susan. Everyone I can see is excited to be back into the routine of things, and I'm here every Friday live, every Friday at noon live, so hopefully you can join me. We had a nice little break for the holidays, but we are back. So I'm going to work with some cotton that I have today, 24/7 cotton by Lion Brand, and I'm just going to show you a few, I'm going to make like a small version of this, okay? Just so we can see how it's constructed, because the stitches are super easy. There's Connie. Hi, Connie from California. And Nancy, Francis says those bowls are nice, aren't they, Francis? Everything in this issue is nice. I love the garments, and it's got some really pretty, like, delicate shawls in there as well. So I'm going to start, and of course you're going to go by the pattern, but like I said, I'm making like a small version just so you can get an idea of how it's constructed and what stitches are used. And hopefully I did an odd number. So where you start is the sleeve, and we just start with a row of single crochets. So I'm going to go from the second chain from the hook, which is this one, and I always go into that back bump because I think it makes it look neater, and especially something like this because we're starting at the sleeve. So this is really going to be the edge of the sleeve. So you want to make this look nice and clean and neat. And a way to do that is just to work right into that bump. Right, so there's the bump. We just work a single crochet right into that back bump. Sometimes it's called a hump. I see people asking, what do they mean by that? That's the back bump. So see if you can see the V's here. If you just turn it over and look at the back, that little loop that looks like it's a hill or a bump, we just work right under there, and it gives you a very, very clean edge for your foundation chain. You could probably also do a row of foundation single crochet stitches if you like. Those always turn out very neatly too. Okay, so I didn't count, but hopefully this is an odd number for this stitch pattern to work. And Amy says, what's your hook size? So today I'm using a 4mm, and that's what the pattern calls for, is a 4mm. And this is it says a number 4, but this feels like more like a DK weight to me. And the pattern uses a DK weight yarn, but it's always going to depend on your gauge. So the most important thing is to check your gauge. So if you're using a different yarn, or if you're using, if you feel like you need a bigger hook or a smaller hook, as long as you get the gauge, it's fine. If you don't, it's not going to be right. So now for the next row, we're going to chain up 3. 1, 2, 3, and that's going to count as my first double crochet. This is real basic stuff, you guys. And then we're going to skip this stitch, and we're going to work into the next single crochet with a double crochet. And then, so that first, I lied, we're going to start with 4. Sorry about that. So we're going to start with 4, chain up 4, and that counts as a double crochet and the chain 1 space. So we have to make the chain 1 space because we're going to skip a single crochet. So skip the single crochet, double crochet in the next stitch, and then chain 1. And then skip a single crochet, double crochet in the next stitch, and then chain 1. Skip a single crochet, double crochet in the next stitch, and then chain 1. So we're just working double crochet, chain 1, double crochet for this row. And that's why we did the chain 4 in the beginning, because that counts as the first double crochet and the first chain 1. Okay, and now we're just going to skip the last single crochet, or the second to last, and then you're going to double crochet in the very last single crochet. And remember, guys, if you have any questions, I'm going to keep my eye on the chat here. And if you're just joining me, we're working on the Palermo tunic. I'm working with a size 4 hook and a DK weight yarn, but remember, the most important thing is your gauge. So now we're just going to chain up 1, because this row is going to be single crochets. So we're going to work our because that chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. We're going to single crochet into that same stitch, and then we're going to single crochet into the chain 1 space, and then single crochet into the double crochet. Single crochet, single crochet. So we're just working a single crochet in each double crochet and in each chain 1 space across. So this is like a lightweight spring top, so I used a nice light cotton. So if you have some cotton yarn, Cotton yarn usually works well if you have like a lacy top. It can get a little heavy, so you just have to, if you're doing something with a lot of lace like this one, it will probably work out well. Okay, so now here's my last, this is the chain 4 space. So we're just gonna work a single crochet, and then we're gonna count up to the third, 1, 2, 3. That's the third chain from the beginning chain 4 of the previous row, and work our last single crochet into there. And then we chain up 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're just going to do the same thing. So we're going to skip a single crochet and double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip a single crochet, double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, make sure nobody's has any questions. I need to come over Michael's. Catherine says, I need to wait for when they come out at Michael's as I am in Canada. Yeah, but I'm glad that you can get it at Michael's, and you can also get the digital copy too. I know I like having the printed copy, just it's nice to be able to have it to look at and flip through, but you could always get the digital copy too. Okay, so we're just doing a double crochet, chain 1, and then double crochet in the last single crochet. So now we're going to do one more row of single crochet, and I'm going to show you how to start working on the body, okay? And remember, this is the sleeve. So the edge of the sleeve is where this top starts. And for this row, this is just alternating single crochet into each double crochet and each chain 1 space, with the alternating row being double crochet, chain 1, skip 1. So the last one, and then I'm just going to work my last single crochet into that third chain of the beginning, chain 4. Carrie says, hello, thank you for teaching us. You're welcome, Carrie. And if anyone has anything specific they want to, you know, just write me in the comments if there's something you've been struggling with, if I know it. I will definitely love to show it to you. Okay, so now let's pretend we've made as many rows as it calls for. Obviously, we need more rows than this to make a sleeve. And then once we're done, we're just going to chain. So you don't have to fasten off or anything. You just start chaining. And I'm going to count here, because this is a specific pattern, so I need to have, I'm going to count 57. It's more in the pattern because it's a large skirt, like a long skirtish kind of thing. But for this demo, I'm just going to do 57, okay? So I just chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, and 57. Okay, so I want to show you this part. So we just did the sleeve, right? So now, to add, when we added that chain, that's going to go all the way down to the bottom of the skirt, right? So we finished that sleeve, and then we just added the long chain, and now we're going to start working up like this to work the lace part of the bottom of the skirt, and then up to the like the bodice part, okay? So for the bottom lace section, we're going to start out with a treble, and the bottom sort of flares out a little bit. So the trebles, because they're taller, is going to make it like flare out like this, and then it's going to come in here to make it smaller at the waist, okay? Because these are longer, so they're going to take up more space. So to start with the treble, we're going to work a treble in the 5th chain from the hook, and then that first 4 chains is going to count as my first treble, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we didn't even have to do any fastening off so far. So we're just going to yarn over twice and then work a treble right into that first, or that 5th chain of the long chain that we just made. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So this is one treble, this is another treble, and now we're going to make a 3rd treble. So yarn over twice, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is a treble. It's that simple. So now the next part is chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip 4 chains down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to work into this next chain here, a single crochet. So we're going to do 3 single crochets. That's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we're going to do trebles again, and then we're going to switch to doubles to sort of taper it in a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yarn over twice to make your treble. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We'll do that again for another treble. And for the 3rd treble, yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so it's nice and lacy. So it's a nice lightweight lacy top. So now we're gonna, to taper it in, we're gonna start doing the same exact thing, but we're gonna do it with double crochets. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, and instead of 4, I'm gonna skip 3. 1, 2, 3, and then do my 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and now we're gonna do chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and then work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So you see what I mean about these being taller? These trebles are taller, so the very bottom of the skirt is going to flare out a little bit. And you don't have to do any shaping to make that happen. 1, 2, 3. So this is just alternating the 3 double crochets with the 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3 chains, skip 3, and then 3 doubles. So now I'm doing just kind of a small version, so you're going to need to make sure you are making the right amount of stitches and chains and everything that the pattern calls for. So now I'm going to end like the lace part right here, okay? And we're just going to do another chain 2, and we're going to skip 2 here. And that last chain 2, skip 2 counts as the like the little area where you put the belt, okay? So we're going to make these little openings so you can weave the belt in. It's just like a little, see this little tie thing, right? So it's going to go through those chain 2 spaces. So we make that chain 2 space, that's the last thing. And now we're going to put more of the bodice on, okay? So now we're just going to work double crochets for the rest of these chains. So double, double, just a double crochet in each of the remaining chains. And if you're just joining me, we are working on the Palermo tunic. And this is my pattern actually. It's featured in the brand new issue of Crochet Magazine. And it's the Spring 2021 issue. There's a link. If you don't have it yet, you can grab either the digital copy or you can get it. It's available now like at Michael's and Joann's and all those places, okay? If you're a subscriber, you're always going to get the issues early. So see, I'm just making double crochets until I get back up to my sleeve. Here's my sleeve. And then I'm just going to keep going with a double crochet into each single crochet of the sleeve. So double crochet in each single crochet. And then I'm going to show you the picture so you can see what we kind of just did. So this is an interesting construction. It's worked from at the edge of the first sleeve to the edge of the second sleeve. And it looks the same. Well, this is the front, so this is the prettier double crochets. So this is going to be the front side of your work, and this is going to be the back side of your work, okay? So this is going to be the, it doesn't really matter because the front panel and the back panel are the same. So that part's not going to matter, but make sure when you sew it together that it's facing the right way because this is the front, the right side of your work, not the wrong side. Okay, so see, we did the sleeve. We worked all the way down for the skirt, and then we came back up with just double crochets to make the bodice area. So then you just keep going with that. Well, I'm going to do one more row so you can see how we do the next row of the lace because it's different than the one we just did. So now we're going to do single crochets. So we alternate a row for the bodice, a row of single crochets with a row of double crochets. So I just did a chain one, and I am simply going to single crochet into each one of these double crochets that I just did. Make sure I don't have any questions. Debbie's here, Kathy's here. So you guys, if today's the first day you've joined me, I'm here every Friday at 12 noon on Annie's Facebook page, and we do a new crochet tutorial every week. So if there's something specific from Annie's that you want to talk about or you want me to show you, just put a note in the comments. We also have Annie's Creative Studio, which does a lot of the classes for a lot of the patterns too. So there's that resource as well. So once I get to the lace part, all I did was single crochets in all the double crochets, super easy. Once I get to the lace part, we're going to make that little two chain space for the belt, and then these are the double crochets. So I'm going to work single crochet into the double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to, now we have single crochets, so now we're going to work double crochets into the single crochets. So we're kind of doing the opposite of what we did on the last row of the lace part. Okay, and that's what makes this pretty pattern where it kind of looks like it's on a diagonal. Okay, so then we chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, skip the chain 3 space. These are double crochets, so I'm just going to work single crochets in these 3. So single, single, and single. And then I'm going to chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and work doubles. 1, 2, 3, and then remember when we get towards the bottom edge, we are going to go back to the trebles, okay? So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. These are trebles, but we're on the single crochet, so we just do single crochet. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the single crochets. Towards the edge, we want to put trebles in those 3 single crochets. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, and pull through 2 loops. So you see, these are all, you know, your basic stitches. Single, double, treble, that's it. Nothing more than that. You just have to follow the lace pattern and then the bodice pattern all in the same row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is our last edge, right? Those are the first 3 trebles that we did. So we're just going to work single crochets into those last 3 trebles. Single, single, and then single into that 4th chain of the first treble that we made. So see how it makes this pretty pattern where it goes, looks like these sort of diagonal blocks. And as you can see, these are taller, so that's going to make the bottom flare out a little bit. And then we just did the doubles, and then we just work it all the way up to the bodice, and then you've got your sleeve there. Okay, so that's those 2 rows that we just did for the bottom of the skirt. That's the entire lace pattern. So you just alternate between those 2. I have one where I did a little bit more so I can show you how to do the neck shaping, okay? Oh, thank you. So we got him deleted. Sorry about that, ladies. I was trying to ignore him, but you know, that doesn't always work. Okay, so this is just my little sample that I made, and as you can see, I just did a few rows, but those 2 rows that we just did is, you know, you just alternate between those 2 rows. That's for my bottom lace panel, and then you just keep working up for the bodice. So right, this is the shoulder, this is the sleeve, and then what you do for the neck is when the pattern tells you to stop, you're working this row, you just keep working your double crochets up, and then at a certain point, you stop. Then you've got a neck opening. So then you just continue with the pattern. So you leave all these stitches unworked, turn your work, and start working your row of single crochets across. So you see, I just left those last ones unworked. And then what I would do is just continue working down all the way down to the edge of the skirt and then back up, and here's where I would end. So once you keep working those rows back and forth, at some point, of course, you're going to have a whole nice neckline, right? So it's not like, you know, all the way up here. So you have a nice neckline here, and then once you're finished with this portion, all you have to do is chain back up. So you chain back up. So like, let's say we finished a whole bunch of rows here, we finished the neckline, and then we come back around, and let's just say we're done here. Once your neckline is what the pattern tells you, of course it's, you know, all the different sizes are going to be different numbers, and you're done working the whole neckline, then you would just make another chain right here. 1, 2, 3, however many it says, and then you start working back down that chain to make the other shoulder. And you're going to keep working the skirt, until you're finished with the whole panel. And then the last part is to just stop where it tells you and then work that last sleeve. So you see, you work the whole panel from one side to the other side without having to stop at all or change your yarn or fasten anything off or do really any like decreasing or increasing. So it's super simple. Let's see, make sure I'm trying. Nancy says that looks great. I want to make sure I have any comments from my people. Frank says, oh, I missed all the drama. It's always good to have some drama, I guess. I had the chat minimized so I can see better. That actually, that was the first time we had any drama, so I'd say that's a pretty good track record for not ever having any drama. Just crocheters, right? Nancy said we ignored him. And Frank says, I want to do this for my daughter, but I want to connect the panels and do a border around the bottom. Oh, so that would be a great idea. Yeah, so once you do the panel like I just showed you, you connect them. So you do what we just did, and then you do that again for the back. It's exactly the same. You just repeat the same exact steps for the back. And then all you have to do is sew the shoulder from here to here. And then you're going to have to sew this part of the sleeve and then down all the way there. So it's not that much sewing. But if you want to, you could certainly put like a nice little, you know, like Frank said, if you want to do some edging here or something else over here, like some shells or whatever, that would be awesome. That's always good too. And Janice said, how do I get the pattern? So the pattern is in... This is the spring issue of Crochet Magazine. There's a link in the description to get the digital copy. There's also a link to find where, like, what newsstand, you know, because it would be like at a store near you, at whether it's your Joann's or Michael's or whatever you have, or a newsstand. And there's also, you can also do a subscription. So if you get the subscription, then you get the magazine every season, spring, summer, winter, and autumn. But if you just want this one, you can just order the digital copy of just this magazine, or just go buy it at the store. Let me make sure I have any more questions before Francis, it's good to see you. I've missed everybody. Mary, hi Mary, I love this garment, has few seams to sew. Oh, thank you, Mary. That's so sweet. And Francis says, I was trying to say, congratulations on your pattern being published. Thank you, Francis. I had to make sure I checked everybody, because to make sure anyone was trying to ask me any questions or tell me anything. So Francis wanted to say congratulations on my pattern being published. So thank you, Francis. And I hope everyone enjoyed this tutorial. So this was a really fun constructed pattern, constructed tunic. It's great for spring. But if you don't want to make that one, there's a lot more fun patterns in this issue. And then we also talked about the Crochet World February issue, and we talked about Ron's new pattern that just came out today over on Annie's Creative Studio, so go ahead and check that out. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your weekend, and I hope to see you again next Friday at 12 noon on Annie's Facebook page. Bye to all my friends. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.